Was it 100?
Do I have to roll for those as attacks, or does it just happen?
Welcome back to Toka Tales, episode 15.1.
Just to make sure you don't fumble.
Within the temple. So,
at the temple
That sounds
door.
ominous.
well, right now we are, but yeah. I'm soothsaying. I see the future.
Oh, right.
I truly believe that you will be able to get past this door.
Maybe. I don't know.
Worst enemy.
Tough
We know
door.
it's barricaded because the door was opened last night. Now it's closed, so it's got to be blocked.
So, before you see a large 10 by 20 stone flat door that has that emblem that you've seen a few times now.
And then you guys down here, I said it again.
That looks severely worn. But you can remember when it was brand new.
Oh, that sounds brand new. This place feels like home to me now. I'm starting to remember a lot of stuff.
Do you want me to destroy the door, or you want to keep it intact?
Try melting through it.
I just make it disappear.
Make a history check. At
Sir, if I can
disadvantage.
control that.
Intelligence.
13.
Okay, now I get to roll one more time because it's at disadvantage, you said.
Yep.
2. And 3 is 5.
So you get to roll the 5.
You could not remember any of the details to the inner machinations of how this place works. You remember that they used to open the door and close it, but you don't remember how or where the side entrance is or any of that shit right now. It's just too
Good
much
home.
details at once.
Yeah, good home.
And these creatures have trashed this place. It's like coming home and finding out that, bums have been living there and there's piss and shit everywhere.
Literally.
Gonna get a lot of use out of that napkin.
Well, I don't know if I can force it open. So I'm going to try pushing on it.
In the meantime,
Make a strength check.
because you said you were actually pretty hurt,
Can I
A little
push
bit.
him? Push the door open.
Yeah, no. Don't
Yeah.
budge.
so as they're trying to do that, can I heal?
Saving throw or...
No, strength check.
Yeah, no, that's a 14.
Yeah, that thing's not budging.
If you two work together, maybe you guys can give one of you an advantage. Excuse me.
Right, he wants to heal this.
17 to heal you.
You don't have to roll to heal someone.
Oh, I don't know.
Because they don't have to make a saving throw.
I thought
Unless-
I slowed the roll to make
Now
sure
you make
it
my
doesn't
double cast roll. Oh, look at that! I made it.
About the only thing you would roll for is to make sure you don't fizzle.
0 counts as a 10, right?
Yep.
Yep.
You get up to 4. Yeah.
Lucky
you got
you.
over.
13 HP was what I was
You got
down.
over 20. So,
Oh, okay, then I'm good.
That's a nice free heal.
yeah.
Yep.
Big dumb
You
bugbear,
too?
you need some too.
Oh man, even I couldn't do that as
Okay.
Jason. Healing was not his forte.
We know.
19. You need more? Or?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Double
I'm gonna
cast.
be doing this for a little while.
Well, doesn't your double cast go off?
That was with the double
Oh.
cast. I rolled a 1 on.
Oh.
The double.
That
I rolled a
sucks.
1 for my second roll.
The only
It
time it doesn't
happens.
work.
Yeah.
Oh no, I
It was
succeeded on the
10.
double cast. Then on my second roll, like for what I was rolling on it, I rolled a 1. And then
It just
9.
didn't feel like killing him anymore.
No, no,
No, fuck it.
That's good. Which
I
is
just need
good.
13 to be
All right,
here.
so I'll roll again.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. How much do you need?
Just 13.
13 exactly.
But now
I
you
rolled
can ask
another
me to heal,
1 on one
Karen.
of those.
Oh, yeah, can you hear
Who would
heal
have thought
Karen for
Greg would be
me?
the healer?
Sure.
Yeah, no, huh? Hey, at least it ain't me.
All right. You know what? Just to speed this along, I'm gonna put.
Karen only needs 19 to be up 19.
Only
She's
needs
down to-
19?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
So
just
honestly,
max right there.
It's fun.
The time that you guys are spending trying to
19
figure out this
exactly.
door, you could spend time just healing
Yeah.
them up.
I'm
It's
gonna
only-
run around,
All right.
heal everyone.
So
who
how are
needs
you
it.
guys going to try and get through this door?
Just going around smacking.
Can these
people
two
with
friggin'
flames.
work advantage and try and push the door?
You can try again.
I'll try it.
Second
I will
the DC's
assist
harder.
you.
I don't think.
I will try to
Much
assist someone to give him
help.
advantage.
Nope. Try melting the door. Or
I can melt the
blowing it up.
Try.
I'm gonna step back.
Well, you got what's your strength at?
I'm at 18
just-
strength.
yeah,
I have
Try
a,
it.
Can I
try
do an
pushing.
investigation check to see if there may be a secret handle or something?
Yes. What are you doing?
I'll let her go first.
15?
15?
Yeah.
Investigating around, you don't see any like handles or triggers or anything, But you do see that there is a side door about 20 feet off to the side that's slightly obscured by a pillar.
I'm walking to that. Guys, there's a door over here.
Later on, you can napkin the door for him so it looks pretty again.
Okay. And you find that the door to it is locked.
What kind of door is it? Is it also a stone door? Is it wooden?
No, this one is a heavy wood.
So I could possibly kick it down.
Yeah. I mean, looks like it's been here for a while. At one time, it was probably a beautiful, beautiful door.
It could be again.
Okay. But it's
Okay,
old.
then that makes me not want to kick it down in case it can't be, like, fixed. And then we could take it for the God Lord.
Are you following
We'll
her
find
over
use for
there?
it somehow.
Steal the door.
Tom?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
She found another
What kind
door.
of lock is it?
Okay. As you approach the door, you have a memory of this door being gilded in fine engravings, and it was basically an office for greeting hermits and people that would be coming to the temple.
Yeah, this is a door to our office, greetings and stuff like that. Or what?
Meeting other people.
Meeting other people.
She's now looking at the door, seeing how old it is, and looking
Got a
back
bunch
at
of
him.
writings on it.
I can
Then
burn it
looking
down.
back. This door looks ancient. How do you know that?
Because this is home. I feel that this is home. I mean,
If somebody wants to do a investigation or nature check.
Can I
I'll do
do
the
a
nature check.
nature check?
Yeah.
30, 20.
10.
what his?
6.
Okay. The 10 and the 20 would both easily realize that these gnolls have been living here for more than 10 years. Okay, with a 20, it's probably been a good 25 plus years. at
You've been
least.
gone from here a while, huh? They've been here for quite a while.
I don't remember.
Maybe even longer. And looking at the... Did you do investigation?
Investigation, yeah.
And
My nature shit.
looking at the door, this door has not seen any proper care or maintenance for at least 50 years.
Yeah, so they've been here for like 25, 50 years or so, somewhere around there. So yeah, how the fuck old are you?
She's doing the same thing, looking at the door and then back at him.
Right?
Because he doesn't look old, does he?
I'm only 30.
Yeah.
Looks like this door's been here longer than you've been alive, son.
Probably has.
Looks like he's been... The last time this door was worked on was before he was born.
So can we kick this fucker in? You won't care?
don't give a
Fuck it,
shit.
we don't
Kick.
care. Kick it in. I ain't kicking shit.
Can I try kicking it?
Yeah. I'm just waiting for someone to kick it down.
No.
I'll
not
try it.
happening.
What'd you roll?
7.
Total
7.
roll would be a...
7. I rolled a 2. I have a +5 for strength.
Okay, so your total is a 7?
Yes.
Okay. The door creaks off of its hinges. It doesn't fall, but it cracks and splinters.
But it doesn't open.
No, but
You hit
it's
like a girl.
Right, I'll try it.
just about trashed.
You hit like a girl.
I am a girl.
14.
Okay, your foot goes right through it.
That's her.
Okay, make a dex check.
Stuck in the door.
You hit like a girl.
21.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not stuck in the door.
You're able to kind of pull your foot out of the door, and
Is the door still there? It just has holes in it now?
there's parts of the door there.
Oh.
I'm just laughing.
Now, you can see where it like latches into where the doorknob was. It's still partially connected with a piece of the door. And then there's like no door, and there's like a piece of the top of it. There's like crumbled remains on the bottom. The hinges are not even connected to the wall anymore.
Ah.
Took 2 of you to get through a wooden door.
So can I just push it
You
over
try
where
it.
the hinges came off the door?
There's nothing left.
With no
There's
magical.
nothing there to push. It's all collapsed.
Oh, so we
fuck
could just
no.
walk through it?
Yeah.
Just walk
Okay.
this doorway.
Just don't
Let's
walk
shut
through
it.
I'm weak. I know it.
It's pitch dark. Make an investigation roll. Or perception.
1.
Yeah, you're blind when you come in.
It still looks pitch
I
dark.
walk in and like
Well, I got that vision, so I can see.
flames to brighten the area up.
Yeah, but if you switch to dark vision, right now it's like putting on night vision in the middle of the day.
Yeah.
It's blinding.
Yeah.
So it still takes a moment to adapt from one light to another. Yeah.
So dark vision works. Dark vision works.
In a minute.
Yeah, but you're
Yeah, you need to adjust. Okay.
yeah. You're going from bright light to dark.
Try lighting the room up.
So yeah, you walk in and it's gonna take you a moment to adapt your eyes. Anyone else walking in?
I'll walk in.
Make a perception
Go on in.
check.
I guess I can walk forward.
Nat 20
No problem.
plus 5, 25.
You see
I see everything.
18.
the
18?
old
The kobold ascends.
I'll go last.
What did you get, Tom?
12.
Okay. So yeah, everything's all shadows and hard for you to see. You could see perfect. And what was yours again?
18.
Yeah, you can see just about perfect too. So as you walk in, you can see that this used to be at one time a beautiful office. You see what looks like decaying stone benches that used to have cushions on them that are now like decaying molds of mold and
I'm gonna wipe
fungus.
that up later.
Your home is a mess.
Okay, you could see what looks to be alcoves where there used to be things on display that are no longer there. You can see that weird symbol that we showed you before, that red one, is on the walls all over the place in faded glory here and there. There's a large counter right to the right of the door, okay, and it looks like that behind that door it opens up to another hallway.
The roof know about the other hallway.
As he's explaining it to you, your eyes all adjust, you can see it. So what do you guys want to do?
Do we see any other doorway there?
You see a doorway. As you go in, there's a doorway to your right, and the office goes down forward a ways into the dark beyond where you can see.
Then we're gonna go through the doorway there.
Alright. Make a strength check to open it.
You damn dice. 11.
Doesn't budge.
Try it again.
Can I give him assist, like kind of brace him as he
Yeah, give
pushes?
him advantage.
Okay, you roll for that advantage, man. I'll help you.
18.
With advantage, so you can roll again and take the higher if it's higher. No.
18 was hard.
And that door won't budge. Now, it feels as though it's not latched, but when you push up against it, it's just not moving, almost as if it's barricaded from the other side.
If I can take Kyle out and see if I can get through it.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
Yeah, no. 11.
Okay.
Make a door.
Yeah, that's right.
You shatter the wooden door to see a pile of rubble and what looks to be almost mortared up brick.
Can I make another history check to see if I can remember if it goes another way around?
Okay.
History, right? Yeah, history. 16.
You remember the office. Okay. You also remember that the office has a back entrance behind one of the pillars that allows the clergy to go into one of these side rooms.
Let's go check out that door. We'll go over there and go behind the pillar of the door back way over there.
Okay.
We'll open that door.
There's no door to open up.
Oh, okay.
Okay. But you're going to try and go through the passageway?
Yeah, I'm gonna go through the passageway.
What's your AC?
22.
Okay. So you guys watch him go to the back of the room. You see him duck behind a pillar, and then you hear this odd creaking sound,
I just fell through the
and then the sound of like timber breaking, and then a cloud of dust comes from the back area. Okay. Make a strength saving throw.
Nat 20.
Okay.
Now you roll a fucking
No
20.
shit, right?
Yeah. You find yourself pretty much buried alive in this passageway.
Yeah, fucking place collapsing on me. I ain't bothered. What a place collapsing.
You're able to, hold yourself up enough that you have enough room to move around a little bit in this little alcove, but you're not sure how far around you is all caved in.
Can you do anything about that? It's Earth shit.
Yeah, could I see if I could have Zaz, because dirt is Earth, right? He's buried alive. Could I see if I could have the dirt, like...
You're not an earth elemental, you're a nature.
Yeah.
But dirt is nature.
The stuff in dirt is nature. Dirt itself is more earth-bending rocks.
Yep.
Macroscopic
Can I
stuff.
make an attempt at dirt bending?
You might get somewhere with a plant with roots, but that's about your best bet
You
in this
want to
situation.
try and move the earth with your magic. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
So you want to try and do a move earth spell. Okay, are you doing it by touch or are you doing it by range?
I think touch would be better.
Okay. How long are you going to spend focusing on it in order to try and do it?
He's buried alive. I want to try to make it as quick as possible.
Okay. How many spell points are you putting into this action?
How long do you think would work?
I maybe not go with too many because I have a few pieces of band well.
I'm just gonna try to move
I still
myself away
have.
from
I have like
dirt away.
68
But if you've
here.
got plenty, so.
Yeah, I would say 5. 5 or 6. But that's up to you.
I'm gonna try 6 then and see. if
6?
that works.
Okay. Roll a d20.
Oh god. Not 20.
You seriously rolled a nat 20.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not lying.
And what's your total?
With my spell
Yeah.
mod, it would be 27.
Probably better than what I would have done.
Okay. You are unable to connect with the earth. You are unable to move the earth. Okay. But you do reach out to all the microorganisms within it. Okay. And you start getting this like creepy feeling of all the living organisms in the air and the earth around you, all the microorganisms. And you have no idea how to really control or what they can do because it's everything everywhere. It's make a Constitution saving throw. It's nauseating. And you can't get past the idea that you can actually feel them moving in and out of your skin.
She still wants to try to get the dirt off of.
But you do sense that there's a living creature about 2.5 feet through the stone.
Stone?
Rubble? Yeah. The ceiling caved in.
Oh yeah, so I could just reach in there, grab him, and pull him out then. Okay?
You could try digging him out, yeah.
Okay, then I'll just do that.
Alright, so that's your turn. What are you doing during all this, Rick?
I can't dig him out. I don't have the strength to clear that rubble.
Okay.
What kind of spell would I call that? Would that
I'm
even
not
be
going
a
to try
spell?
burning him out because that's just going to end.
So, what were you originally trying to do?
I was trying to get the dirt to move itself or like move back up into the shape of the tunnel.
So you were doing basically a reshaped nature,
Yeah,
okay? Only you were trying to connect it with Earth instead.
yeah, because it's dirt. I didn't.
Yeah. So, no, you cannot connect with Earth, but you have learned about microorganisms. Sort of.
It would take all day and maybe another 10 years to get it to actually go through and actually make a difference there.
Alright.
But kind of as my... I was going to say I'll help her dig them out if she wants advantage.
It's next turn.
Okay.
Alright, and so you're trying to dig yourself out?
Yep.
Forward or backward?
Forward.
Okay. Make a strength check.
12.
12. You're able to dislodge a stone in front of you. Make a luck roll.
Do you have markings on your head?
14.
Okay. Some of the rubble loosens up a bit, but nothing falls. What are you doing? As you're watching her reach in and try to connect with the earth, and everyone else is just staring, and you hear some kind of movement.
Earth.
You can do that type of magic?
Yeah.
So that's
I control all
your
elements.
teacher.
So, how many square feet of earth are you trying to modify?
10 feet. 10 feet.
Okay, so it's 1 spell point per square foot.
So it would be 2.
So if you're trying to move 10 feet, then that would be 10.
Oh, alright. Never mind. I thought you said by 10. Sorry. I missed that. Alright, so we'll do... I don't like it that much. We'll do 5.
5? Okay. Make a spell roll.
And the dice.
14.
14. Okay. Now roll 4 of your spell die. Because that's how many you were doing, right?
No, my base is 5.
Okay, so then 5.
Okay. I was just confused. That's all.
Whatever your damage die would have been.
Yeah. So I was confused. 35.
Okay, describe for me
34, sorry.
exactly how you're moving the earth.
Have all the rocks and all that just fall over. The earth just dropping down with nothing else supporting it.
They just kind of clear off to the side and roll away on their own. Okay, so as you're connecting with the stone, and you starting feeling all these weird things going through you, and you're trying to figure out what to do, and that little bit of rubble clears up behind you, okay, the stone just starts parting and rolling away and crumbling beneath your hands.
You're taking
As
too
you
long.
see him
Good job.
put a stone down on the ground,
She's gonna stop trying
As
to connect with
the entryway
Things.
opens up.
She's gonna stop connecting with the things and the dirt and stuff.
And then you get a breath of fresh air from behind you as fresh air seeps in as the earth opens up.
Hey, it didn't kill you. Good job.
Do I have to heal you again now?
No, he didn't take any damage. So, what are you guys doing?
Time I roll not 20.
The passageway in front of you is definitely clogged up.
I wonder if there's a switch in here for that door outside of with the rock.
Not that you remember. Unless you can get through that barricaded door. You're in a room. You have a barricaded door.
Can you try moving the boulder?
Which boulder?
Well, the first boulder we were trying to move.
The
That's
barricade
a
door.
stone door. That's just a stone door. We don't know what's on the other side of said door. Could be a bunch of different spells to be able to move all of it. Best bet would probably be to have him cut a hole through it, and then we can see exactly what we're dealing with on the other side of said door, if you want to do it that way.
Try that. Try burning a hole through the rock.
You can try melting a hole through.
That's the case.
Cobalt-sized hole.
You're gonna try and burn a hole through the rock.
Melt a hole through it.
Gonna do a little bit bigger than cobalt size for us
Okay.
to get through.
So, how many spell points of fire damage are you gonna try and focus onto one spot in the wall?
Gonna go sit down and rest and relax and watch this from a little distance.
Probably want a few.
You're trying to burn through rock.
A lot.
So, metagame, just to give you a point of reference, okay? If you touch lava, okay, that's 10d10 fire damage. For touching lava. How much heat damage do you think would have had to be done to stone in order to turn it
A
into
lot.
lava?
So no, I can't help here then.
You grew up in a volcano.
Yeah.
However, though, the one thing, the door that was
It was
barricaded.
metal, I could help.
Well, the door that was barricaded was mortar. Mortar, if I'm not mistaken, if you heat up enough, will become brittle.
Mm-hmm.
It's not like solid stone. So if you just decide to turn that doorway into an easy bake oven on crack,
But how much is above it is all going to come crashing down.
not where the landslide did the barricaded door. It looks like, according to what we've seen so far, the door that we came in on, the door that led to where the big stone door was, that little doorway was blockaded. It looks like they mortared it up. Am I right about that from the description? So, I mean, the thing is, if it's mortared up, it's a weak point. We have someone who can generate heat. A stone wall, like a freshly made stone wall, probably made in the last 12 hours because we showed up above them. Honestly, that is a weak point that we could get through. If we can't get through the tunnel, all we need is enough heat to make the mortar brittle, and then we can just push it through. It'll have a weak DC, probably. That seems the most functional way, because going back outside at this point is actually more effort. So that seems like our most immediate way is to get past that blockade.
So I'm heating up the mortar.
The mortar
I
blockade
didn't
thing
think
they
a closed
made.
door would be this hard.
That's my thought.
Heating up the blockaded mortar.
That's the one by the door that they seem to have blockaded off so we can get behind the other side of that big stone door. Yeah. That'd be my thought.
I mean, that's exactly what you're doing.
So the rat says burn the blockade.
Oh, yeah.
Barricade.
4 points into that?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're basically, it's turning into an oven. You're trying to get it warm, so you can just emanate the heat off you using that effect, as opposed to a fireball.
Yeah, not just throwing a fireball at it. More like just superheating the area.
Go fire! Go fire!
Okay.
Ah, shit. Well, that was a high roll.
What's your spell roll?
25.
Okay. And you put in how many spell points?
4.
So roll the 5 spell die.
I have 3 more.
What are you looking for? D10s?
D10s.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, you good? Alright.
22.
Plus your
Okay.
smell water?
31.
So you have a nice hot oven here.
Alright, now you two freaking guys smash it.
Are you sure them going in there is the best idea?
Can I make an intelligence check? I just have to kind of ask
Yeah.
this.
Because if
Because
it's now an
if I
oven-
suggest something I wouldn't know in character, I'd feel kind of cheap. 17 enough for basic things that you might learn in the streets?
Yeah, you don't want to jump into a fire to burst through a door like that.
But I
And
figured we were.
honestly, looking at this situation with that much of an intelligence roll, okay, why are you trying to cure a chimney? Or an oven? It's stone and mortar. He's just gonna settle it in unless you like really overdo it with heat. Because otherwise you're basically looking at a kiln.
Well, is there any water nearby?
I don't know, do you have any water?
I don't know. I mean, I can make an investigation perception.
That's fun!
Oh, yeah, that's right. Honestly, if...
Asked to use the sponge, I will.
Alright.
Well, you saw her waterboarding, so...
So, is there a container that we can get a decent amount of water from this sponge and I can splash it onto the
Do you
kiln?
have a container?
Ooh,
Where's your pot?
that's what I was thinking of.
Because, we make a kiln super hot, and then we throw water on it. Science would dictate.
Hot.
Stew pot.
Not enough.
Not enough water, you think?
Let me just blast it with some water.
Well, do you have the
any
ability to do
aquatic
that?
magic?
I control the 4 elements.
So I guess I just ask you to shoot water at it, and that should do the trick, really.
You know, plus, I mean, it's not like you don't usually have roots that just claw right through
Yeah.
or strength in order to break down a wall.
Well, it's a really hot wall right now, so I don't think any of us want to punch it.
So
like,
before we do
none
anything,
of us are thinking
cool it
about.
down.
Well, and that was my thing. I
I mean, she
mean,
has like an armored hand. She's wearing armor on her hands, so if
Well, do
anything,
you wanna
the
try and
Titan's
remove
gonna
all
be taking
heat?
the damage.
Yeah,
just
With your
instant
black
take.
flame?
yeah. We'll move on heat.
Alright, make a spell roll to see if you can completely reverse your spell effect.
24.
Okay, roll the spell damage for it. For how many spell points you put into it.
I'm gonna have to take a long rest to recover spell points.
This might take me a second.
No problem.
As the flames turn black,
Oh wait, double cast.
Yeah.
So do I reroll all of those?
no. Okay, so as the flames turn black,
26.
you hear this horrible, high-pitched, like, squeak sound. Have you guys ever heard what it sounds like when pressure is applied to a stone in order to make it crack? Especially under heat and cold variation. It is a horrible, high-pitched, ear-numbing squeal. Each of you make a wisdom check.
Me too.
Yep.
That would be each.
Nat 20.
12.
16.
24?
Huh?
24?
No problem.
15.
Okay. The sound of it is so ear-piercing, okay, that it causes you actual physical pain. Take 1 point of psychic damage, okay, and you are deafened for the next, 10 rounds.
Oh.
Okay? It is horrible. Okay? Your ears are ringing. It's not enough to, hurt you or make you, sick from it, but you're not going to be able to hear right for the next 10 rounds. Okay, and then it just shatters with that sound of breaking glass, and you see that it now opens up to a relatively long passageway in front of you, which you can remember is the front entryway. From what you remember, the main gate opens up into a hallway that goes left and right. At the end of the left and right, on the right-hand side, it goes down to the main hall, and that's where the normal people would go. But on the left-hand side, it connects up to the office, which is where the clergy and stuff would go to collect their stuff, and then go to the other side of the main hall.
How far down on spell points are the two of you?
Gotta look at it.
I still have a lot.
I mean, it'd be nice to take a break and regen, so.
But there doesn't seem to be anyone in the hallway.
I tell them what I basically remember about the 2 rooms down the hallway.
Okay. And it's dark. So what are you guys doing?
Well, he should rest here soon.
If someone's carrying Vec, does that count as him resting?
Yeah?
I'm gonna pick you up, don't burn me. And we're going down a dark hallway, right?
Yeah?
Can you hold your hands out, make a fire?
I'll hold my hand out like a torch.
You can cover yourself in fire that'll give off light with no heat.
Then yeah, I'll do
Remember,
that.
you were
Yep.
doing
That was an
that.
ability I figured out.
I'm
So,
just
yeah,
carrying Vec then,
I'll just-
using him as a
Glow ball.
torch.
I'll just click on like a lamp.
I'm not even gonna make you do a strength check for that because
I don't need to, he's 2 feet tall.
yeah,
It's like hopeful.
I have a strength of 20.
no problem. You're just holding them up one-handed. You have a living torch.
I would put him on my shoulders, but that would burn me.
No, it's
This
like
corridor
that,
was
so
once
actually-
beautifully decorated with a
just sit
mural
on your shoulder
that depicted
like a little
great
kid.
battles
I'll do that then.
to
You're on my shoulders.
between
bright when you
what
aren't
looks to
taking
be
damage.
angels and
You can also
demons
sit on top
at
of
one
my
point,
head if you wanted to.
but now those tapestries are all gone.
Curl like a
This
cat.
place is destroyed. It is covered in refuse and
You're
trash.
like 2 of these
The
coffee
smell
cups
of
tall.
feces hits your
It's half a
face,
foot.
and
Yeah,
the
so you're
beautiful
like that.
polished stonework that was this temple at one point
So I'm thinking
is now
of
so
being
covered
like,
in
as I said,
moss
too,
and
so much more
mold
small.
and other materials that you don't really want to describe what they are exactly or know for sure what they are exactly. Yeah. So straight ahead of you, it goes down for what looks to be, you can't even tell how long into the darkness. You remember from experience that goes to the main
I told everybody what I
gate.
remember down there.
To your left, it looks like it goes down about 10-15 feet until it reaches a archway which has another door in it.
I'm gonna go right.
All right, boss.
All right.
Should
So
we leave the race and send the light source?
you reach the door.
Actually, there's no door there. I guess it's locked.
Is it unlocked?
I'll try it, see if it pushes opens.
It doesn't push open.
What kind of door
Do
is
I
it?
remember there's any kind of switches
What?
on this one?
Is it
Huh?
locked?
Do I remember there's any with a like a mechanism on it is?
You want to try and pick lock?
No, it's a regular, just a
He
regular
wants
door.
wants to see if he remembers how to open the door. Basically.
It's a basic door.
Oh, basically, yeah, just.
So it's just locked.
Candle.
Yeah, this is the front of the temple. Yeah, everything's usually would have been open to the public. It's not until you get into the back chamber and the side chamber that would be behind this one, okay, that you would have to have special access to as a clergy member. Because originally this was a temple that worshipped
We could
the
have checked the office for
ancient
keys.
hound. What?
We could have checked the office that we were in for keys for the doors.
Do you want to go back and investigate?
How far is it back?
About 20 feet.
Yeah, she'll go back and like.
And
She's
you have a
handing
torch.
back off to someone. She's handing back
You're not
off
going
to
to use them
someone.
as a torch to shine around and get better view?
We all have dark
It would give
vision.
you advantage
Actually,
to
every
advan-
single
it would
one
give
of
Yeah,
us
I'm
has dark
taking back
vision.
with me and looking for keys.
All right, make an investigation with advantage.
I don't think she needs it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You said what?
Investigation.
Yeah.
22?
Didn't even need advantage.
You find what looks to be a communal toilet in one corner that's full of small bits of feces. You see a straw mat. You find what looks to be a couple rat tails. This place is disgusting.
But no keys?
No.
There's no desk or anything
Alright,
there?
I'm just gonna break the
An
door.
office?
You gonna break through the door?
I'm just gonna break the door.
All right, make a strength check.
25.
You burst right through the door into the main room, and you see what you remember to be. You remembered it as a beautiful temple, okay, that had statues of what looked to be angelic creatures on one side, a collection of hounds and wolf-like creatures in the center, and then on the right-hand side was just a collection of demonic-type creatures, which depicted the hounds of the society that kept the balance between the two sides. And such was the Cerebus Society. Okay, as you're looking into this room, you see... Make a perception check.
Yeah, I don't see shit.
Would you roll?
Fucking 8.
8? And you could
eight,
hear...
11.
You could hear movement in the room. It's relatively large. Alright, so that's your turn. You watch him go barreling through the door. You're searching around the room. You watch him go through barreling through the door. What are you guys doing?
I'll cautiously follow him into the room once he goes into the door.
Okay, make a perception check.
30-20.
30-20.
19 plus 1.
You have dark vision, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Your eyes have adjusted. You look around. You can see what looks to be about a half dozen gnolls huddling in a corner on the far edge, trying to hide behind a statue and what looks to be some other refuse. You see what I described to him, only horribly decayed. The statues have missing limbs. Their faces are distorted. Not a single one of the wolves has a full head.
Oh.
Damn mutts. They all lost their head.
Alright, I called the boss. Looks to be a bunch in the corner over there, boss. Do you want me to go start swinging at them? They don't look like they're coming at us right now. They look like they're
Probably just
hiding.
women and children.
Leave them?
Just let it go.
Go talk to him.
Can anyone talk to them?
Everybody know the language?
You're not with them.
You're with her, so.
Yeah,
don't
there's
speak
nothing in the
no.
office.
Saying that again.
But you do hear a crash coming from the hallway outside. Two of you.
Okay. It's outside, like,
You hear a crash coming
Down
from
the
the
hall.
hallway
Down the hallway.
outside.
Just came from.
just going down the hallway.
All right. You watch them go in through the doorway that he just smashed through.
Okay.
Right? So as the torch comes up behind you, it sheds light upon the room, and you can see that there looks to be about a half dozen gnolls that are hiding behind the statue, thinking that no one can see them.
We can see you.
Can you speak Noel?
Make an insight check.
12.
Yeah, they look scared.
18.
They are definitely scared.
You said make an insight check. I didn't know if you were talking to it about
Yeah.
this, like in general.
No. So, what do you guys want to do? There's this large room. As you're looking at the room, you can see that there are passageways there's one passageway that leads off further down the wall that you came in on. If you turn to your right, you can see that there's two passageways leading off from there that you remember went to a storeroom and has a temple for worshipping demonic deities. And then the one that's on the wall that you're on now apparently goes to another sanctuary for worshipping the archons and angelic beings. And then there's another doorway at the far end of the hallway from where you came in.
You guys want to go down that one here?
So which one do you want to take?
First one you described.
Over towards the demonic wall?
Yep.
Okay. The gnolls don't make any move towards you. You gonna try and go in?
Another door?
Yeah. Oh, it's an archway.
I'm just gonna go through it.
Okay. Into another long hallway.
Walk down.
Okay. You come to the end of the hallway, and as you peer into the room, okay, there's no light. Make an investigation check. Are any of you following him?
I am.
Yeah.
Okay, then you do have light, because you have a torch.
Suggestion: you could light your fire sword with a torch.
He doesn't need it. We
Yeah, dark
all have
vision.
night vision. Oh, dark vision.
Not true. I mean, if I do activate it, does it give off radiant light? I don't know. We're gonna specify.
It just heats up the blade.
So it wouldn't
I
give
thought
off
it was
enough
like the
light.
blade actually burst into flames, which is why
Not
it's-
yet.
I'd have to put more into it.
Well, it becomes like red hot and white hot, so it does the burning damage at this point, but it's not like it's actually summoning a flame around it.
Okay.
It's just becoming super hot because you imbued it with the essence of flame. Make a perception roll for the room.
God damn it!
I'm still in the big room right at the doorway where they're going through.
5.
5.
You're going to the back.
You're looking into the room, and the way that the shadows are and the way that your vision's coming off of it, there's a collection of rubble and refuse all over this room. It looks like the walls, you can see some remnants of the statues that were upon the walls at one point, but this place is so full of junk and smells completely of rotting food and debris. And you can hear some movement.
Yeah, it's right to go in there.
And you guys can notice the smell coming from it from where you are at this point.
She's plugged in.
That's right. I can see if we'll go in there so we can light up the room.
Yeah.
You gonna go in?
I'll waltz into the room.
I mean, he's on my shoulders. So,
Are you letting him go?
Ask you to walk into the room, I guess.
walking.
You want to walk in the room with him?
Yeah.
All right, both of you. So as you walk into the room, okay, as you slowly start getting closer to the room, the flames around you start like reaching out a little bit further. As you walk into the entryway and like just pass right through it, the entire room bursts into flame.
These flames were just for like fire damage.
No, but they are fire. And a flammable gas only requires the slightest bit of spark.
Okay. So I just blew up the room.
Okay. You don't take fire damage,
Ow.
but the two of you make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
16? Wait,
6.
I had you on my shoulders
6?
like a little kid. That means if I could take damage, it's like basically my entire head.
So
You got your head
the
lit off.
flame
Fine.
sweeps over you. I'll give you damage in a few moments. It burns. Okay. And you can't breathe. Make a constitution saving throw to see if you can keep consciousness before the air rushes back in.
19?
No problem. You don't even have to. You failed. You get blasted back into the hallway, slam up against the back wall, and are knocked unconscious.
Boss.
Okay. You.
I was
and
outside.
You are.
I'm still outside the room, I guess.
Yeah.
This just happened when
Okay.
they went in.
You guys see outside. You see a bit of a flash in the two archways on that wall, and then you see flame spurt out one, and then flame come up and just reach the end of the other one, and then suck back into darkness. All right, now.
Now you know not to walk into rooms like that. Open flame.
I have fire resistance.
So that would be 36 points of fire damage with fire resistance. That brings it down to half, which would be... Huh?
18, right?
Yeah.
36 and a half, 18, yeah.
18. 18 points of fire damage, 36 points of fire damage.
So how are her eyes? Because her eyes were open when that happened. And he's like on her shoulders like a kid.
That's part of the Constitution roll.
Okay. It's 18?
I'll give it to you on that one. Yeah.
I'm gonna start healing. I'm standing right there. I can just go pat
All
on the
right.
head.
What are you two doing?
I'm gonna go over towards the knolls there. Tell them get the fuck out.
And
I'll point to the doorway.
they look at you. They rush over to the angelic side and disappear into that room.
I will apologize and heal you.
And what are you doing?
Oh, at the
You
moment,
watch them run across the room into the angelic room.
18 points.
I'm just shining my swords,
Okay.
Sorry.
watching what's going on, being
18 points,
alert,
that's all I
being aware of
lost.
any
I'm
threats.
back
They're
up.
not armed as far as I could tell when they were running across,
And they were armed, but not very well.
and not ready to attack.
No.
So I,
Decided to do
so
anything.
no need to
Room
defend, boss.
exploded.
Shatter my blade.
Okay. All right. Make a Constitution saving throw at disadvantage. Tom,
She can keep them too.
Yeah, she's
11.
taking him off her shoulders.
you don't wake up.
You can calm
Yeah.
down.
Can I run over and start healing him?
Okay. So, as he finishes healing you, you can now see this room. Okay.
Hold on, I lost.
I healed her for exactly what she took. in
You're
damage.
good. You were meant to be a healer, man. By the sound of it.
The pyromancer's the healer.
You made it roll 36 for me.
Yeah,
I took the full damage.
So
As you look around, though, you can now see that there are a bunch of wooden boxes on
Not till I
fire.
wake up.
Okay. You can see that there looks to be about a dozen charred bodies.
oh,
And
oops.
the
though
walls
she
are
was
still smoldering as the mold that was on them is still kind of burning.
They killed a bunch of women and children.
No, they don't look like they were null bodies. Okay, you're not sure exactly what they are at this point because
Can we tell if they look like they were already dead?
you would have to investigate further. And he's unconscious in the hallway behind you.
Yes, I'm gonna run over and start healing him.
Okay. Roll for your heal. Are you putting spell points into it, or are you just doing freebies?
I'll put 2 because he actually did take a lot of damage.
Just 2 freebies. Save your spell points. So if you gotta
I have
cast it
plenty.
2 or 3 times.
All my spells are freebies.
You say that now. Okay.
Fine, I'll just do the freebie.
If you take time, you can just do the freebie.
Yeah,
A few
I'll
times.
I'll just spend some time.
You're not in a
doing
hurry yet.
You're not
Yeah.
rushing.
So I'll just spend some time on doing some freebies.
So yeah.
Just trying to give you a little help, some advice. What I used to do at Raja.
13 for the first one.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw at regular, no advantage or disadvantage.
1.
You don't want to wake up. You need a nap.
You heal him,
Good dog. He's
but
tired.
you swear he just goes deeper into sleep.
Cool, I'm going again.
Doggy's tired.
20.
Okay.
So
Roll it again.
With advantage. You only have to get over an 8 at this point.
13.
Okay, you finally
Finally!
wake up.
I think you should be almost full now.
Nah.
I'm gonna head over to the
You
angelic
took
door.
36, I feel before
Look
33.
inside without using fire.
Okay. Inside,
Yeah, took a total
you're
of
going
28.
into the room to take a look.
You're still pretty close.
Peek my head through, yeah.
Okay, and you have dark vision.
I had dark vision.
21
Okay.
points will get you.
No, 'cause I just
What
healed you for
range?
15, and then I healed
13
you
and
for
20 is
yeah,
186.
you can see the whole room. The walls were once adorned with beautiful
36.
angelic statues.
went
It's
down-
easy to tell whose
Okay,
wings have
whatever.
all been broken off,
I
arms
lost
have
to
been broken
38,
off,
brought me
heads
down
have
from
been broken
186
off,
to 150.
and are littered across
36
the
to me.
floor.
Yeah.
It looks
So
like this is their
20
main
and
sleeping
13
area.
is.
You can also
33.
see
Yeah,
that
so you only need
there
5
is
more
no
points.
living creature in here at all,
You just rolled the 20?
and you
Yeah, I
can
rolled
get a
13,
slight
and then I
smell
rolled
of
20 on
fresh
the
air.
second one. So you've healed for 33 points.
Yeah.
Okay, so they disappeared somewhere.
Missed another one.
So,
What are you doing?
I'll kind of follow him at this point.
Yeah, you're seeing the same thing,
Okay.
so there's a
and the
door in
smell
here
of fresh
somewhere.
air.
I'll make an investigation check to see if there's a hidden passageway or something behind it on the ground. Yeah, I'll look for where the air's coming from. Is that fair?
Yep.
Okay. 12 plus 1 if I use perception is 13.
13.
Yep.
Okay. You do notice that there is a stream of acid that's flowing from what looks to be one of the corners down along a trough about halfway down the wall before it dissipates out. But other than that, you see a exit way down at the back corner of the room that goes off to what looks to be a stone stairway that leads upward. And you can smell fresh air coming down from that. And on the other side of the entryway from where that is, okay, you can see there's another hallway that goes down to what looks to be a storage area where they probably set up stuff for being in the business. You've seen that they usually have a side hallway where they set up for like celebrations and so forth. And it's definitely one of those staging areas.
Okay.
But it looks like this was their nest. This is where they were all living and sleeping.
Okay.
There's cooked pots of rotting food. It's nasty and disgusting.
I let him know since he's in the area. I can help you out if you want, but just, basically it looks like that they had an escape out over there. That's where they left from. Up some stairs that lead to probably some type of exit manhole. And then this hallway down here, which looks like a staging area off of the hive.
Is there like a tower up above us, or
I think probably just the top of the old place that we started
church area,
at.
whatever
Church
the fuck you
area.
want to call it?
Probably just some type of rough-hewn exit hole.
Alright.
So,
Alright. So, fuck it, we ain't gonna worry about that. Alright.
Alright, you three. Now that you're all awake at this room, anything else you guys want to do into it?
You two. You're in the other room.
I got nothing.
Wait, when did my character fall asleep?
I was the only one who went out.
You're in there. You're awake. I'm sorry. I'm not sure. How'd you say you were asleep?
Yeah.
You just said neither of the three of you were awake.
Yeah.
Well, I think it was referencing your character, who was asleep.
Now that you're awake,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
because he was asleep.
Yeah.
Sorry. So you see the room. Anything you want to do?
Is there any doors?
There's a doorway into the room, but nothing that seems to lead in or out. You want to investigate the room?
Yeah.
All right, make an investigation check.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Yeah, you don't find anything of note.
Can I try investigating too?
Yeah.
Seven.
11.
Nope.
Perception.
You don't find anything worth any value.
Oh, dead end.
Alright, so you heading back to the main room?
Speaking of value, y'all forgot to check the fucking knolls and shit. Just letting you know.
Charged bottles?
Only a couple of them charred.
I feel like I probably have to charge.
Oh, they didn't have anything.
Well, I know, but I was sort of, you know, because he could have stolen some armor out of the hobgoblins and that.
Okay, that's cute.
Oh, that would have been outside.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
Before you
studied
guys came
leather, but if that's any better than what I would have found on them,
No,
probably not.
so probably not.
No. No, you didn't actually blow anybody up.
Oh, they were all to death?
Yeah.
Oh.
That
This
would have been
was
funny as hell, though.
Enter the room and gain 400 XP. Why I gain the XP?
Alright,
I like that room.
so you guys going back to the center room then?
Yep.
I went out.
Nothing over this way. What do
Dead
you
end
guys
back
find?
that way.
Well,
Charred dead end.
yeah, well, the shitheads there fucking ran upstairs, a little hole fucking up to the top, I'm guessing, but whatever. So, head down there, down this doorway.
Joe went out.
Okay, so you go
feeling
down,
any better now?
I'm awake.
make a history check.
Go fuck yourself, please.
That's how good your memory is.
Not very.
Perception, right? No.
History.
History. 13.
13?
That's not bad.
Okay, so as you walk into this room, you're hit with a wave of what you remember it being. You remember a giant statue in the center of the room of a three-headed dog. Okay, and then behind it was two exits that were leading down towards the testing chambers. And there was the official way in, and then there was the secondary way in. Okay, one was always locked, one was always open.
Of course, I don't remove one.
No.
I tell all these guys all that.
Okay. As you walk in, okay, you see there are no heads on the dog. One of its legs are missing.
I want to puppy.
Okay, there's rubble all around it. And you can see what looks to have been at one time beautiful tapestries have been made into small tents. And right next to the dog, they use the side of the dog statue to turn it into a fire pit.
Bastards.
I said, we'll go to the two doors. So why don't we do this? One try this door, one try the other door. See which one opens.
Okay. So, both of them open. And there's
Continue
a,
going forward.
okay, you go into the hallway. The stairway is closed off. You remember the hallway went down to the stairway, and it would go down from there. But there's a stone wall where there should be a stairway. Make a history check at disadvantage.
Six.
It makes no sense to you. You guys all see him staring at a wall, completely confused.
Gonna go up and stare at the wall. I'm wondering, what are you looking at?
So we used to go all the way down.
Make an investigation check.
Can I start knocking on that part of the wall to see if it may be hollow?
Yeah.
Is it investigation?
Yeah.
12?
The wall in front of you, the stone is different than the walls on the sides, ceiling or otherwise. And you can feel a slight vibration of energy coming from the wall.
Oh.
Yeah. For that, you can make an Arcana or Intelligence check.
$14 either way.
This is an enchanted wall. You're not sure what it's enchanted with, but it's strong. And old.
This wall is enchanted. Seems like it's a pretty old spell.
Also, with that
Sturdy
investigation check, you do see that there is that same emblem that you've seen before, but it's actually like recessed into the wall, and it's small.
That family emblem?
That like wolf head emblem, like the one that's
On the gauntlet.
yeah, the red part of the gauntlet.
Okay.
So you found a sealed doorway.
Well, since it's enchanting, you're doing enchantment.
Does anyone have that gauntlet?
They do something a little bit different than enchanting.
What if we tried like matching the symbol of the wall up to the symbol of the gauntlet and see if that works? I don't know.
Yeah, I'll try it. Well, the gauntlet.
Are you wearing the gauntlet, or are you putting it up? Or are you
I'm just
placing
gonna
it?
put it basically against the wall.
Okay. They're about the same size, but they don't quite match. Nothing happens.
Try putting it on.
Yeah, I put it on.
As you put it on, make a Constitution saving throw.
God damn, I go back and sleep feeling.
It happens.
19 and 9 is 28.
Okay.
You're not passing
No.
out.
You feel a stinging pain as blood eeps out of your fingertips through the glove into the wall itself. And as your blood fills in that decoration that's recessed into it, it solidifies, and then the door just disappears. And you now see a stairway leading downward.
Magic mud door.
Make a history check.
It worked. I wasn't expecting it to.
Yeah. 2. My history is 3, so 5.
5? You know you remember something about this, something very important, but you can't quite remember what. But there's something important that you should have remembered about this doorway.
So then, you might want to put that door back up.
It's gone.
There's no spot for it on this side.
It literally dematerialized. It just faded into not being there.
Okay, not exactly what I thought was the enchantment on it. Okay.
And you see a stairway leading down.
I'm gonna follow the stairs down now.
Okay. From the stairway, you can hear faint sounds and some odd odors coming up.
Don't light up.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is the light that I'm creating even really helping that much?
Who amongst you does not have dark vision?
Nobody.
So it's not really helping them. Then I'm just gonna poof it away. I'm gonna After the last room I walked to
You
exploded.
said poof, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
What would you think he
I
said?
thought you said I'm gonna poop it away.
No,
So I just had to ask.
no, I'm just.
That would have been funny.
I'm just gonna.
I just shit out that fire.
I'm just gonna stop with the light. Because the last one I walked into exploded. So.
Okay. So you guys head down?
Yep.
All right, then let's take a bit of a break here, and we shall return afterwards for level 2 of the dungeon.
Probably wanted to take a nap before we did this.
Well, don't have time too much right now.
Well, we're doing okay right now. I mean, we definitely might have to secure a spot.
I should note that I'm only staying till 10 today.
Okay.
That's gonna
Well,
be
it's not gonna be a late night for me anyways.
Yeah.
I can't be no 2, 3 in the morning night.
Yeah, Fee wanted it to be kind of an early night too. It's been a long week.
Yeah, I just figured I'd say.
So we're going to take a break, order dinner, because otherwise it's not going to be here in time for us to eat it before we leave.
Yeah,
And then we can start on level 2.
Okay.
All right. Be back.